Well, good morning, everybody, and a very happy Friday. Hope it's been a really good few days for you all. Now, this is just a little follow up video on the back of my Football Shirt Friday activity from a few weeks ago. You may well have seen some of the videos I posted for that day of some of the favourite shirts in my collection. Now, I'm pleased to say that thanks to your support and generosity and your donations and shares online, we raised £225 for those two brilliant causes. So, thanks once again to everybody who was able to get involved. Now, on the back of that, I've received a few messages since asking me about some of the other shirts I've got in my collection, some of the ones that didn't make the cut. So I thought I'd just do a little video summing up a few of those as well. So let's take a look. So first up today is this 1991-92 and 92-93 Derby County away shirt. Quite a lively number. Not one I ever saw the team play myself. I didn't really go to away games in those days, but I always remember the 93 Anglo-Italian Cup semi-final away at Brentford, the 4-3 thriller, the first leg. Now, I found some highlights for that on YouTube not so long ago, so I'll put those in the box below for you. This shirt, yeah, it's a retro remake. It's not an original, sadly. I loved it as a kid, and when it was released into the club's retro collection a couple of years ago, I had to make sure I picked one up. It's one I do hope that they maybe use as the basis for a design for an away shirt in the coming years, like they have done a few times lately. So this is certainly one of the favourites, one of the livelier ones that I've got in my collection. So next up we have the Derby County 1993-94 and 1994-95 collection, beginning with the home shirt here, the away shirt, and the third top, this simple blue one that sadly they didn't wear often enough, in my opinion. I like the straightforward nature of it. All three of these were favourites of mine back in the day. They still are. I also have to confess that I had an exclusive on them before they were released to the general public, because the photographer who took all the press and media shots lived next door to me at the time when I was a kid. So he quite happily brought the prints around for me just to have a look at before these were all sent to the media and released in the newspapers. So I kind of fell for them straight away, really. It was great that the club put these out a couple of years ago in the club shop and on the online mega store. I think that's something Derby County do really well by channeling the old shirts and the retro stylings. I think that they're all very popular, particularly for supporters of my generation. Memories of matches in these shirts are quite limited. The only ones that particularly stand out are for the home shirts and the playoffs in '94, the victory over Millwall in the semi-finals, and then the day at Wembley against Leicester that we don't really like to dwell on. So let's move on to my next shirt. So now we're going into international football with my next shirt, and this England third number from 1990 to 1992. It's one that I associate with Italia 90 and that great home top from those years, but England only wore it once, and that was for a European Championship qualifier in 1991 against Turkey. So only one England player scored a goal wearing it. So if you can give me the answer to that question, 5 bonus points. Pop your answers into the comments box below. I think my main memories of this shirt are the video for The World in Motion and that great New Order track from 1990. Now it's another modern retro reissue. I picked it up a couple of years ago. It's part of a collection that you'll see online now, as well as this and the home shirt. There was the red top from that era, which I don't possess. But also in recent years, manufacturers have produced an all black number, which I do quite like, as well as a mashup of all three, the red top and the white top, which I saw a few times in the Euros back in 2021. If you've not seen them, I'll pop links to them both in the box below. So we're going back in time now to 1984, particularly the 84-85 season, and Derby County's home shirt from that era. Now again, you'll see by the badge, it's to mark their centenary season, 100 years of existence, so it wasn't a great time for Derby County. They'd just been relegated to the third division as it was, and after some major off-field upheaval, kind of sounds familiar really with recent seasons. This was before I started going. Of course, I was only 4 years old at the time, but if we're looking for any omens, anything we can take for the club's current situation, it took them 2 years to get out of the third tier. In fact, they've never spent more than 2 seasons in a row in the third tier in their entire history. So let's hope that that continues to be the case 12 months from now. So let's wrap up the collection then with a rare original. It's one I picked up on eBay a little while ago rather than it being a modern remake and reissued. It's the Derby County home shirt from the 1998-1999 season, sponsored by EDS. Now this and the Puma sponsored one from the previous year are probably my two favourites in all of Derby County's kit collection, really. Great memories of the first couple of years at Pride Park Stadium and finishing 9th and 8th in the Premier League under Jim Smith with icons, really. Stefano Aragno, Igor Stimac, Francesco Baiano, Paolo Wanchop. What a great team that was for a couple of years. And sadly, we couldn't quite kick on to the next level. That feels a long time ago now, but maybe one day we might get back there again. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you found it interesting and entertaining. Brought back some good memories for you with some of the shirts that I've covered and some of the players that I've spoken about. I'd love to hear from you with any comments you've got on your own favourite shirts or favourite players or just recollections from those eras. Please drop a comment in the box below. That would be gratefully appreciated. Now, as I've only just started posting videos on YouTube, it would be really helpful if you could please like and subscribe to my channel. It'll be a big boost while I'm trying to grow things in the coming months. So thank you in advance for any support. And if you haven't already done so, please go and take a look at some of the other videos I posted from Football Shirt Friday a few weeks ago. Now, future posts, they're not just going to be football shirts, although I dare say that they'll come up from time to time. I will talk about some of the work that I do and some of the books that I've been proofreading. I do come across some really interesting stories, so I'll talk about those from time to time. I do like to travel as well, so I'll share some experiences and tales from some of the various cities that I've been to and I'm going to, and sometimes I'll just post with really whatever's on my mind from time to time. There's no real set rules for this channel. I'm just going to enjoy it and see how it goes. So thanks once again for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.